My beloved child, listen to me this morning. You have carried a quiet ache inside your heart, the weight of things that slipped away, the dreams that faded before they could bloom, the time that feels wasted. But I am here to tell you, nothing truly lost is beyond my reach. Every tear, every delay, every silent prayer whispered in the night has been gathered by my hands. You thought some chapters of your life had closed forever, but I am the God who writes new beginnings on old pages. When you wake up and feel the heaviness of yesterday's disappointments, I want you to breathe deeply and remember, restoration is not just about what comes back to you, but what is reborn within you. The world tells you to move on, to forget, but I tell you to surrender. Because when you place your pain in my hands, I do not simply give it back to you fixed. I transform it. I make it whole. I make it new. You see, restoration is not a repair. It's a rebirth. I don't patch broken things. I breathe life into them. I take ashes and turn them into beauty, mourning and turn it into joy, despair and turn it into peace. You have looked at certain areas of your life and said, it's too late. But child, I hold time in my hands. I can restore years and moments. I can awaken what seemed buried forever. This morning I am calling you to rest. Stop striving. Stop trying to rebuild everything by yourself. I never asked you to carry the weight of the world. I asked you to trust me with it. When you surrender what is broken, heaven begins to move. What seems still is not silent. I am working behind the scenes. You might not see it, but your restoration is already in motion. The same God who restored Job's fortune twice over, who rebuilt Jerusalem from ruins, who gave Sarah laughter in her old age, that same God is speaking to you now. I am not only restoring what was taken, I am multiplying it. Because when I restore, I never return the same. I return better. I give back with abundance, with my signature of grace, so that when people see your life, they will not call it luck. They will say, surely this was the hand of God. So release your worries to me now. You have tried to understand every why, but sometimes understanding is not the key. Trust is. Trust that every delay is not denial. Every closed door is protection. Every waiting season is preparation. You are not behind. You are right on schedule. Heaven has already written your name beside a miracle. Take a deep breath, my child. Feel my peace wrapping around you like the morning light. The night of confusion is over. The dawn of renewal has come. You do not need to fight anymore. You just need to believe. Lift your eyes, because the season of restoration is not coming. It has already begun. I am restoring not just what you lost, but who you are. You are not the broken version of yourself. You are the beloved, the chosen, the renewed. You are walking into a new day, and this time, your heart will not carry the weight of the past. It will carry the joy of being made new. Trust me, child, your story is not over. I am rewriting it with beauty, purpose, and peace that no one can take away. And as you step into this day, know this truth deep within you. My restoration is not fragile, because it is built on faith, not effort. It is shaped by grace, not fear. You will see it unfold one breath, one sunrise, one quiet miracle at a time. I am with you, I am restoring you, and I am making everything new again. My precious child, I see how hard you've been trying to hold everything together. Your plans, your fears, your expectations, your pain. You've carried them for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to simply rest in me. You pray for peace, yet your hands are still gripping what you need to release. But hear me gently. When you let go, I begin to move. You see, letting go is not giving up. It's trusting that I can do more with your surrender than you could ever do with your control. When you release your worries, you make room for my will. When you stop trying to fix everything yourself, you give me space to perform the miracle you've been waiting for. I do not need your strength, child. I need your trust. You've tried to understand every delay and every disappointment, searching for meaning in what felt like silence. But my silence was not absence, it was alignment. While you thought I was quiet, I was working in ways you couldn't see. The ground beneath you was shifting. The pieces were moving into place. The right doors were preparing to open. What looked like stillness was the beginning of divine movement. Letting go does not mean losing hope. It means placing your hope in the right hands, mine. I am the same God who calms the storms with a whisper and parts the seas with a breath. Do you think I cannot calm the chaos within you? Let me. Let go of the timelines, the deadlines, the constant pressure to be more, to do more, to fix more. You were never meant to carry what only heaven can hold. This morning I want you to picture yourself standing in front of a river. You've been building a dam with your fears, stacking stone after stone made of worry, doubt, and control. But that dam has only stopped the flow of what I'm trying to send your way. It's time to take one stone at a time and lay it down at my feet. As you do, the water of my spirit will rush through again, cleansing, healing, and restoring everything it touches. My child, release the what-ifs. Release the regret of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. Release the thought that you must have it all figured out before you take the next step. You don't need the full map. You only need to trust the one who draws it. I have already gone before you. I know the way. You are not lost, you are being led. When you let go, you will begin to see how light your soul becomes. You will breathe easier. You will start to notice small signs of my presence, a calm feeling that settles when you pray, a sense of peace in moments that used to bring panic, a quiet assurance that whispers, "I've got this." That's not coincidence. That's me, moving as soon as you loosen your grip. I am not asking you to forget your dreams. I'm asking you to place them in my hands so I can shape them into something far greater. You thought surrender was weakness, but it's actually the strongest thing you can do, because surrender means you believe. I am good even when you don't see the outcome yet. You've been walking with your fists closed, trying to protect yourself from disappointment. But, beloved, open hands receive blessings. Open hearts receive healing. When you open your life to me, you allow grace to enter every part that fear once guarded. So today, as the morning light touches your face, take a deep breath and whisper, "God, I let go." Let go of what hurts, of what confuses you, of what didn't turn out as you planned. Let go of the need to understand. Let go of control. And as you do, feel my peace rushing in like a gentle wind wrapping around you, reminding you that you are safe. You are not losing anything by letting go. You are making space for everything I've prepared for you. The blessings that have your name on them are already on their way, but your hands must be free to receive them. Trust me with what you can't fix. Rest in what you can't see. Believe in what you can't yet feel. Because, my child, the moment you release it, heaven begins to move. What you surrender today becomes the seed for your miracle tomorrow. So rest now, breathe deeply. You are not alone, and nothing you hand over to me will ever be wasted. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life may be even more blessed. I am the God who takes what you release and turns it into redemption, and I am already moving right now on your behalf. My beloved child, I see deeper than the world ever could. I see beyond the smile you wear to hide the pain, beyond the words you speak to cover the silence inside. I see the wounds you've tried to bury, the memories you avoid, the fears you pretend aren't there. You think you are protecting yourself by hiding them, but in truth, those hidden places are where I long to begin my greatest work. Let me whisper this truth to your heart. I cannot heal what you hide, but I will heal what you surrender. You don't have to keep pretending to be strong. You don't have to keep proving that you're fine. My love does not need your perfection. It only asks for your honesty. You see, healing begins not when you try harder, but when you become still. When you finally stop running from what hurts and bring it to me unfiltered and raw. I'm not afraid of your pain, your questions, or your past. I am the God who already walked through every valley you've been in. I was there in every moment you felt alone, quietly collecting your tears, storing them as seeds for tomorrow's joy. Child, I know the things you've buried deep, the shame that whispers, if anyone knew they wouldn't love me, but I already know and I love you still. There's nothing in you that could make me walk away. The very parts you think disqualify you are the ones I will use to reveal my grace. When you bring me the broken pieces, I don't reject them. I redeem them. I don't look at your scars and see failure. I see proof that you survived. This morning I'm inviting you to come to me as you are, not as the version you show the world, but as the one who wakes up at night wondering if things will ever feel right again. I want you to open your hands and say, Lord, here it is. The pain, the disappointment, the regret, the guilt. Don't polish it, don't hide it. Just hand it to me. Because what you release into my hands, I can transform into healing, peace, and purpose. When you let me into those hidden rooms of your soul, I come not to judge, but to restore. I walk through the ruins and start rebuilding walls of peace where fear once lived. I sweep away the dust of old memories and breathe new life into what you thought was gone forever. The healing I bring isn't rushed or shallow, it's deep, it's gentle, it's lasting. I heal not only the wound, but the reason it was left unhealed for so long. Child, you've carried the weight of old pain like armor, think it had protected you. But that armor has become too heavy for your heart. Let me remove it. Let me teach you that vulnerability is not weakness. It's the doorway to freedom. The moment you stop hiding, you'll feel my presence more clearly. My love will begin to flow into the places that fear once controlled. Do you remember when you used to laugh freely, hope easily, believe without hesitation? That version of you still exists. I am bringing that person back to life, the one who trusted, who dreamed, who loved without fear. But first, you must let me touch what's hidden. Healing is not about erasing your past. It's about allowing me to rewrite its meaning. So take a deep breath right now. Let the walls around your heart begin to fall. You don't have to fix yourself before coming to me. Come broken, come tired, come uncertain, and watch what I do. For every wound, I will pour healing. For every scar, I will give strength. For every tear, I will birth purpose. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are not forgotten. Every wound that once brought pain will one day carry my fingerprints of grace. You will look back and say, it had to be the Lord. I am not asking you to forget the pain, but to hand it over, to let me transform it into something beautiful. Healing may not happen all at once, but it has already begun in this very moment. My presence is covering you like warm sunlight breaking through the clouds. Feel it. Let it in. That's me whispering, you're safe now. You can stop hiding. I am here and I am healing you. My child, I know the way your heart beats faster when worry visits. I know the thoughts that circle your mind at night, the what-ifs that steal your sleep, the quiet tremble you try to hide behind your smile. Fear has been whispering to you for too long, telling you that you are not safe, that things will fall apart, that you are alone in this fight. But listen to me. I am here, and my peace will replace your fear. You see, fear is not your enemy to fight. It is simply a shadow that disappears when light enters. And I am that light. Wherever my presence rests, fear cannot remain. It may try to return, it may knock on the door of your thoughts, but when you open that door with faith, fear finds no home. My peace is stronger than any storm, deeper than any worry, and it flows freely to you right now. You have tried to calm yourself before, by reasoning, by distraction, by pretending not to care, but peace doesn't come from ignoring fear. It comes from inviting me into it. When you face what scares you while holding my hand, fear loses its voice. You realize that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the quiet confidence that I am with you through it all. This morning, breathe in slowly. Let my presence settle in your chest like a steady rhythm. Every inhale is a reminder that I am near. Every exhale releases what no longer serves you. When your heart starts to race again, don't fight it, just whisper, God, I trust you. Those 3 words are enough to silence 1,000 anxious thoughts. I never promised you a life without challenges, but I promised you something greater, my peace in the middle of them. That peace is not fragile. It does not depend on what happens around you. It lives inside you, anchored by my spirit. You can walk through the same storm that once terrified you and feel calm. Not because the storm changed, but because you did. When fear says you won't make it, my peace says I already made a way. When fear says you're not enough, my peace whispers I am your strength. When fear says you are alone, my peace reminds you I will never leave you. Child, I know the world around you feels uncertain. News, chaos, confusion, everything seems louder now. But peace doesn't mean the world grows quieter. It means your soul grows stronger. It means that in the noise you hear my voice clearly saying, be still. Let me fill your mind with stillness. I will take the tightness in your chest and replace it with calm assurance. I will take the heaviness in your shoulders and trade it for the lightness of my love. You don't have to earn this peace. You only need to accept it. It's already yours, a gift wrapped in my grace. When you walk through today, fear might try to follow, but it will find it cannot touch you the same way. Because every time it reaches for you, it will run into my presence instead. I am your shield, your defender, your comforter. Nothing has the power to undo what I have placed inside you. You are safe in me even when you don't feel safe in the world. You are protected even when you cannot see how. The same God who quieted the sea with a word now speaks peace into the waves inside your heart. Peace, be still. And soon you will notice something beautiful. The fear that once ruled your mornings will begin to fade. It will lose its grip. You will wake up and realize your heart no longer races the same way. You will stand stronger, walk lighter, breathe freer, because peace has taken its place. So now, my beloved, rest in this truth. Fear may visit, but peace will stay. Fear may whisper, but peace will sing louder. And in the quiet moments of your day, when you feel that calm warmth washing over you for no reason at all, that's me, reminding you again and again, you are safe, you are loved, you are mine. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life may be even more blessed. My precious child, I have watched you carry the weight of your past for far too long. You look at your own reflection and sometimes see only mistakes, regrets, and memories that sting like open wounds. You replay the moments you wish you could erase, the choices you wish you could change, the words you wish you could take back. But today I want you to listen carefully. Your past does not define you. It shaped you, yes, but it does not own you. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the story of my grace. Every moment you thought was wasted, every road you thought was wrong, I am weaving into something beautiful. You see broken pieces, I see the mosaic of a masterpiece. You see chapters you wish to forget, I see a testimony in the making. I never expected you to be perfect. I only wanted you to come back to me. The world may remind you of who you were, but I remind you of who you are. Forgiven, redeemed, restored, and deeply loved. When I look at you, I don't see the pain of your past, I see the potential of your purpose. I see the lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, the compassion that has grown inside you through every tear you've shed. I see someone who has survived, someone who kept walking even when the road was dark. Child, I know there are nights when guilt visits like a shadow, whispering lies that you'll never be free. But hear my truth. I already paid the price for every sin, every mistake, every wrong turn. When I said it is finished, I meant it. You are no longer bound by what once was. So why keep holding on to chains I already broke? Forgiveness is not a reward you earn. It's a gift I freely give. You don't have to keep punishing yourself for things I have already forgiven. When you confess, I don't keep a record to hold against you. I erase it. I throw your past into the depths of the sea and never bring it back. The only one still remembering it is you, and it's time to let go. You cannot step into your future if your eyes are always turned backward. The road ahead of you is filled with light, but if you keep looking at yesterday, you'll miss the beauty of what I'm doing today. Let me remind you, every scar you carry is not a sign of failure, but of healing. Those scars are proof that pain did not win, grace did. My child, I am not ashamed of your story. I am proud of the way you've kept believing, even when you didn't feel worthy. I am proud of how you've learned to get up after every fall, how you've chosen kindness even after being hurt, how you've learned to love again despite being broken. That's what redemption looks like, not perfection, but persistence. Stop calling yourself by names I never gave you. You are not damaged, unworthy, or beyond repair. You are mine. And when I call you mine, I cover every label the world tried to place on you. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by my promise. And that promise says you are loved without condition, forgiven without limit, and chosen without question. Look at the cross, child. That's where your past ended. That's where shame lost its voice. That's where you were made new. And every morning that you wake up, you rise not as who you were, but as who you are becoming. The past may have shaped your heart, but my love is shaping your destiny. Let this truth settle deep inside you. Nothing from your past can cancel the plans I have for your life. No failure is too final, no mistake too heavy, no season too dark for my light to reach. You don't need to start over. I already did that for you. You only need to walk forward knowing that grace goes before you and mercy follows behind. So today, release the shame, the guilt, the old story. Let the past rest where it belongs, behind you. Stand tall, not because you've never fallen, but because you've risen through my strength. You are not a prisoner of what was. You are the proof of what I can do. My beloved, lift your eyes. The future I prepared for you does not carry the weight of yesterday. It carries the fragrance of freedom. Walk into it with courage. And when the enemy tries to remind you of your past, remind him of your Savior, the one who took your story and rewrote it in love. You are not who you were. You are who I say you are. And who you are is redeemed, renewed, and ready for everything I've planned next. My child, I see how hard it has been to wait. You've prayed, hoped, and believed, and yet the answer seems to linger somewhere beyond your reach. You've watched others move forward while you remain still, wondering if I've forgotten your name or your dreams. But listen to me closely. I am working in the waiting. Even when you see nothing changing, I am moving everything into place. Waiting is not punishment, beloved, it is preparation. What I am building in you during this time will be the foundation that holds everything I'm bringing to you later. You see the delay? I see the development. You see silence. I see growth. You may think nothing is happening, but the roots of faith always grow underground, unseen, until the fruit appears. There are things I cannot give you too early because your heart is still healing. Your strength is still forming, and your spirit is still learning to trust me. If I gave you everything now, you might mistake my blessing for your own ability. But when you learn to wait with faith, you will know deep in your soul that what arrives is pure grace. Not coincidence, not luck, but divine timing. Child, I know you get tired. I know there are nights when you whisper, "How much longer, Lord?" And mornings when you wake up with an ache that says, "Nothing has changed." But don't let appearances fool you. Just because you can't see the movement doesn't mean it's not happening. Behind the curtain of what you call delay, heaven is aligning people, places, and moments perfectly for your good. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. Every not yet is not a rejection, but a redirection. I'm not holding you back. I'm setting you up. Sometimes I let doors stay closed because I know what's on the other side isn't ready for you, or you're not ready for it. I don't just prepare the blessing for you. I prepare you for the blessing. Think of the seasons, my child. Winter is quiet, cold, and still, but beneath the frozen ground, life is preparing to bloom again. The waiting season is your winter. It's not dead. It's sacred. It's where you grow deep roots of faith that no storm can uproot. It's where your trust becomes stronger than your feelings. When you wait, you are learning to depend on me, not on results. Waiting isn't wasting time when it's done in faith. It's investing time into your future peace. And while you wait, I am shaping your heart to receive without pride, to love without fear, to walk without hesitation. You don't have to fill the silence with worry. Fill it with worship. When you praise me in the waiting, you shift the atmosphere around you. You turn anxiety into alignment, frustration into faith, doubt into devotion. Heaven listens when a heart chooses gratitude instead of complaint. Remember Abraham, he waited for a son. Joseph, he waited in prison before reaching the palace. David, he waited years after being anointed before becoming king. None of them were forgotten, neither are you. The waiting wasn't wasted for them, and it won't be wasted for you. What I began in you, I will complete in perfect time. Child, I don't measure time the way you do. To me, every moment has meaning. What feels like a delay to you is often protection. What feels like silence is me inviting you closer. When you learn to trust my timing, you'll see that I was never late. I was right on time, every single time. So breathe, beloved. Don't rush what I'm still perfecting. The waiting will not last forever. And when it ends, you will understand why it had to take this long. You will look back and realize that I was never preparing the blessing for you. I was preparing you for the blessing. Right now, as you listen, my spirit is working. You can't see it, but something is shifting. The peace that passes understanding is rising within you. Hope is waking up again. The weight of impatience is lifting. Trust is growing stronger. I am working in the waiting, and soon you will see what I've been building in the quiet. Until then, keep walking, keep praying, keep believing. The waiting room is not empty. I am in it with you. And when the door finally opens, it will open wide, it will open right, and you will say, it could have only been God. You are not forgotten, you are being prepared, and I am already working even now. My beloved child, I have seen every piece of what was shattered. I have watched the moments when your heart broke quietly, when your hands trembled as you tried to hold together what was falling apart. I saw the relationships that slipped away, the dreams that cracked under the weight of disappointment, the laughter that faded from your lips. You thought it was the end, but I tell you now it was only the beginning of restoration. I am not the God who simply replaces. I am the God who restores. I don't just bring back what you lost. I bring it back better, stronger, and filled with new purpose. What was broken is not beyond repair, because my hands are skilled in the art of rebuilding hearts. When I restore, I don't glue the pieces together. I make something entirely new out of them. You've looked at your life and said there's nothing left to fix, but I see beauty waiting beneath the ruins. You see damage, I see design. You see endings, I see rebirth. You see brokenness, I see the perfect place for my power to shine. Do you remember how a seed must break before it grows? That's how I work. Sometimes what breaks isn't the end, it's the release of life. What you thought was destruction was actually me creating space for something greater to bloom. My child, I know how much it hurt to lose what you loved. I know how many nights you cried asking me why. But hear me now. Not one tear was wasted. Each one watered the soil of a new beginning. You may not see it yet, but roots of renewal are growing beneath the surface. The cracks in your life are letting the light in, and soon you'll look back and realize that even the pain was part of the plan. I am rebuilding what life tore down. I am healing what others broke. I am restoring what time tried to steal. You thought you were forgotten, but I never left. While you were grieving what fell apart, I was already working on what would rise. Every moment of pain became a brick in the foundation of something unshakable. Restoration doesn't always look like getting everything back the same way. Sometimes it means finding peace instead of regret, joy instead of bitterness, love instead of resentment. What you lost may never return in its old form, but I promise you, what's coming will carry more grace, more beauty, and more purpose than what was before. Let go of the question, why did it have to break? And start asking, what are you building from it, Lord? Because I am building something holy, something eternal, something that cannot be destroyed again. Your story will not end in ashes. It will rise in glory. When I restore, I don't rush. I work slowly, deeply, carefully. Like a master artist, I am shaping your life into something that reflects my love. Every scar will tell a story of survival. Every wound will sing a song of healing. Every broken place will become a window where my light shines through. Child, I want you to believe again. Believe that healing is possible. Believe that joy can return. Believe that beauty can grow from the same ground where sorrow once lived. The pain that tried to end you will soon be the reason someone else finds hope, because when I restore you, you will carry restoration wherever you go. So today, breathe. You don't have to fix anything. Just trust me. Bring me your pieces. The sharp ones, the hidden ones, the ones you're ashamed of. I will take them into my hands and make something beautiful. You won't even recognize the life I'm creating for you because it will look nothing like what broke you. It will look like freedom. I am already at work. Even now, I'm putting things back together. Hearts are softening, doors are opening, strength is returning. The cracks in your soul are being filled with my peace. The heaviness in your chest is lifting with my breath. You are stepping into a season of restoration, not partial, not temporary, but complete. You will laugh again, love again, dream again. You will stand where you once fell and smile where you once wept. And when that day comes, you will know beyond all doubt that it was me, the God who never wastes pain, who never forgets his promises, who restores everything better than before. So rest, my child. What was broken will not stay broken. I am rebuilding, renewing, reviving. You don't need to understand how, just know that I am faithful. The ashes are turning into beauty, even as you read these words. You will rise from the ruins, not as who you were, but as who I always meant you to be, stronger, softer, whole. And when the world looks at you, they won't see what was lost. They will see what was restored, by my hands, by my love, by my grace. My precious child, I want you to hear this truth and let it settle deep in your soul. You are never alone, not for a second, not for a heartbeat, not even in the moments when you felt completely forgotten. I have walked beside you through every valley, stood beside you in every storm, and whispered peace to you in every sleepless night. You may not have seen me, but I was there. You may not have heard me, but I was listening. You may have felt abandoned, but my hand never left yours. There were times you cried in silence, thinking no one noticed your pain, but I did. I counted every tear that fell from your eyes, every sigh that left your heart, every word you couldn't speak. You thought your prayers disappeared into the air, but they reached me. Every single one. Nothing you've ever said to me was wasted. Even the prayers you prayed in brokenness, when all you could say was help me, were powerful enough to move heaven. I know there were moments when the darkness around you felt too heavy to bear. You tried to find comfort, but nothing seemed to fill the emptiness. My child, the reason nothing else could was because that space inside you was made for me. It's where my presence belongs. And every time you've felt that deep ache of loneliness, it was my invitation for you to draw closer. You were never forgotten. You were being called home. I never meant for you to walk through life believing you had to carry everything alone. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to keep pretending you're fine. I am your strength when you are tired, your comfort when you are hurting, your light when you cannot find your way. Even when the world turns its back, I stay. Even when people leave, I remain. Do you remember those quiet moments when peace came out of nowhere, when your heart calmed for no reason? That was me. When you found courage to take one more step even after saying you couldn't, that was me too. Every unseen mercy, every small miracle, every breath of hope that found you in your lowest moment, all of it came from my hand. You are never alone in the waiting, never alone in the pain, never alone in the silence. I walk with you through the fire and make sure it does not consume you. I stand beside you in the storm and make sure it does not drown you. I sit with you in the darkness and remind you that dawn is on the way. My presence doesn't always come with thunder or bright light. Sometimes it comes quietly in the warmth of the morning sun, in the rhythm of your breathing, in the kindness of a stranger, or in a verse that finds you at the perfect moment. That's me saying I'm still here. When loneliness tries to whisper that you are unseen, remember this. I knew you before you were born. I planned your steps before you took your first breath. You are known, loved, and chosen, always. No distance can separate you from me. No mistake can drive me away. No season can make me forget you. My love is constant. It doesn't fade when you fail. It doesn't disappear when you doubt. It stays, always. Sometimes, I allow solitude not to punish you, but to strengthen your connection with me. The quiet space you fear is where you'll find my voice most clearly. When the noise of the world fades, your heart becomes still enough to hear me say, I love you. I'm with you. You are safe. Child, I know it's easy to believe you're alone when you can't feel me, but faith is not about feeling. It's about knowing, and you can know this. My spirit lives within you. Wherever you go, I go. When you step into a new day, I step with you. When you lie down at night, I watch over you. You will never be anywhere that I am not. So tonight, when your heart feels heavy, talk to me. Whisper my name. I am closer than your next breath. Let my presence fill the quiet. Let it soothe the ache. Let it remind you that though the world may not see your pain, I do, and I care more deeply than you can imagine. My child, you are not walking this road alone. I am beside you in every step, ahead of you in every tomorrow, and behind you in every memory. My arms surround you even now. Feel them not with your hands, but with your heart. You are never unseen. You are never forgotten. You are never abandoned. You are deeply, endlessly loved. And no matter what tomorrow holds, I will be there. The same God who held you yesterday, who is holding you now, and who will carry you through every day to come. So rest, my beloved. Lay down your fears and breathe in my presence. You are not alone. You never were. You never will be. My beloved child, I know how many times you have looked at your life and said, it will never be the same. You've walked through seasons that changed you, through pain that left marks on your heart, through losses that felt final. You've looked at broken dreams, empty places, and unanswered prayers and thought, this is the end of the story. But I am here to remind you, it's not the end. I am making all things new. You see, I'm not limited by what was, I don't rebuild only with what remains. I create from what was lost. I breathe life where you only see ashes. I turn endings into beginnings. What do you call too late? I call just in time. What you call ruined? I call ready. My child, nothing in your life is too broken for me to restore, too empty for me to fill, or too far gone for me to redeem. I know you've been through storms that changed the way you see yourself. You've learned to protect your heart, to lower your hope, to expect less so that disappointment hurts less. But I want to teach you how to believe again, not with the same old hope that depended on circumstances, but with a renewed hope that depends on me. When I say I'm making things new, I don't mean I'll simply give you back what you lost. I mean I'll give you better, because my renewal doesn't copy the past, it transforms it. I'm not restoring your life to how it used to be. I'm raising it to what it was always meant to be. I am rewriting your story with grace, painting over your scars with purpose, and turning the pages of your life to a chapter filled with peace. Child, don't fear the change that comes with new beginnings. I know it feels uncertain. You've grown used to holding the pieces of your past, even the painful ones, because at least they're familiar. But let me take them. You can't step into what's new if your hands are still full of what's old. Release it, the old hurts, the old expectations, the old ways of thinking. I will not take anything from you without replacing it with something greater. Think of how the seasons change. The leaves fall, and for a moment it seems as if life has gone, but underneath, life is preparing for spring. That's what I'm doing inside you right now. The parts of your life that seem quiet, still, or empty are not dead. They are resting, being renewed. You are in your winter, but spring is coming. And when it comes, it will come in full color, overflowing with beauty you never imagined possible. I am renewing not just your circumstances, but you. Your mind that's grown tired of overthinking, your heart that's grown heavy with worry, your faith that's been stretched by time. I'm breathing fresh life into them. The same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives inside you, and that power is already working to make you new from the inside out. You may not see the change right away, but it's happening quietly, like dawn breaking behind the clouds. Slowly, softly, light is spreading over your life again. I'm restoring your joy, your laughter, your energy, your dreams. I'm healing the parts of you that you didn't even realize were still hurting. Let me remind you, I never waste anything. The pain that broke you, the lessons that humbled you, the tears that washed your soul, they are all part of the renewal. Every loss is a seed, and when I breathe upon it, it grows into something beautiful. You will soon see that nothing was wasted, not even the heartbreaks, because they taught you how to trust me more deeply. So, my child, don't fear the unknown. Step into this new season with open hands and an open heart. The things that ended were not the end. They were the doorway to something better. You are not being replaced, you are being reborn. You are not starting over from nothing, you are starting again with wisdom, strength, and grace. Lift your eyes and see, I am already at work. The same God who brings flowers from dry soil, who paints light across the sky every morning, who turns night into day, that same God is doing the same inside of you. I am turning despair into hope, emptiness into abundance, sorrow into song. Child, what's coming will make sense of what broke you. What I am building now will be worth every moment you waited. When the new begins to bloom, you will look back and understand why certain things had to end, because if they hadn't, you would have never discovered what I had waiting for you. So stand still for a moment and breathe. Let the air fill your lungs and remind you, this is a new day. Yesterday's gone, and you don't have to carry it anymore. I'm already making things new. You don't need to chase what's ahead or fix what's behind. Just walk with me step by step and watch as everything begins to unfold in beauty and divine order. The old season is over, the new one has begun. And as surely as the sun rises, I promise you this, the best is not behind you, it's in front of you. My beloved child, as this prayer draws near its end, I want you to rest in this truth. My love will never let you go. You may wander, you may doubt, you may fall, but you will never fall out of my love. It is the one constant that never changes, the one promise that never breaks, the one presence that will follow you into every tomorrow. You are held, even when you feel lost. You are loved, even when you feel unworthy. And no matter how far you go, my love will always find you. There's nothing you could do that would make me stop loving you. Not your mistakes, not your failures, not your fears. My love is not based on what you do. It's based on who I am, and I am love itself. I don't love you because you deserve it. I love you because you are mine. And nothing in this world or the next can separate you from that truth. Child, I know there are days when you question if you are enough for me, enough for others, enough for this life. But my love doesn't measure you by what you've done or what you lack. My love sees beyond your weakness and calls you worthy. I chose you long before you ever chose me. When I look at you, I don't see failure. I see my reflection. You are the work of my hands, the creation of my heart, the reason I still move mountains and calm storms. Even when you walked away, I walked beside you. When you felt abandoned, I was holding you. When you thought you were alone in the darkness, I was the light keeping you from being consumed. I never left. I never will. Because my love doesn't come and go with your emotions. It stays steady like the sunrise, faithful like the tide, endless like the stars. My love has carried you through every season, through the laughter and the loss, through the joy and the pain, and it will continue to carry you. There is no wound so deep that my love cannot reach it, no night so long that my light cannot break through it. You can stop trying to earn what is already yours. You can stop running from what is already chasing you. My love is not something to be achieved, it's something to be received. Do you remember the moments you thought you couldn't go on and somehow strength came from nowhere? That was my love. When peace wrapped around you for no reason at all, that was my love. When forgiveness rose in your heart toward those who hurt you, that was my love healing what bitterness tried to destroy. My love is the quiet miracle you live every day without even realizing it. You are the reason I still write stories of redemption. You are the reason grace still exists. You are the reason mercy still flows like rivers. You are the one I thought of when I spoke the stars into being, the one I dreamed of before the world began. I created you out of love, and I sustain you with it every moment. When life feels heavy and you start to wonder if you're truly seen, I want you to close your eyes and listen. Hear my whisper. You are loved beyond measure. When you fail, my love will lift you. When you doubt, my love will steady you. When you grow weary, my love will renew your strength. There's no distance too great, no silence too long, no sin too strong to separate you from me. The world may reject you, but I will always accept you. People may forget you, but I never will. My love will chase you through every season, into the storm, into the wilderness, into the unknown, until you remember that home is not a place. It's me. You don't have to strive for love anymore. You just have to rest in it. My child, I will never give up on you. Even when you stop believing in yourself, I will still believe in what I placed inside you. My love will keep pulling you back to purpose, back to peace, back to me. You are not defined by what left you. You are defined by the love that stayed. Every sunrise you see is my reminder that you are not forgotten. Every breath you take is proof that my mercy is still new. Every heartbeat in your chest is a sign that I'm not done with you yet. My love is your anchor when life feels unstable, your shelter when the rain falls too hard, your fire when the world grows cold. So let go of the fear that you'll lose me, you can't, you never will. My love is not fragile, it is eternal. It has no beginning and no end. It will meet you in your highest joy and hold you in your deepest sorrow. It will follow you into eternity, where there will be no more pain, no more tears, only light, only love. And as you step into each new day, remember this: my love goes before you, surrounds you, and lives within you. You are safe here, forever. You are home in me. My dear one, as this journey of prayer and reflection comes to a close, take a moment to breathe in peace. Feel my arms around you, holding you gently. You have walked through surrender, through waiting, through healing, through hope, and now, here you are, resting in love. Remember always, I am with you, I am for you, and I am within you. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are endlessly loved. Go into this day with quiet confidence, knowing that my presence walks beside you. Wherever you go, my grace will follow, and my love will never, ever let you go. Leave your amen in the comments and your like so your life may be even more blessed.